Howdy hey, it's CJ. Welcome to Jester's Corner. I am the Jester, and it is... Oh, I thought it was gonna be 4 in the morning. No, it is 3:56 in the morning. I really thought it was gonna be 4 in the morning. I might go to bed by 4 in the morning though, considering it's 3:56. Probably 3:57 now. Nope, still 3:56. I'm not gonna watch that and see if it goes off. But I am here to tell you that, technically speaking, today is the end of day 1 of the roseheart blanket. I was working on this till 3 in the morning last night. So technically speaking, 3 in the morning today. No, yesterday. Today is now Friday. So you guys are watching the Crochet Panic vlog, or have watched the Crochet Panic vlog, where I struggled to make a baby shower gift for my second cousin. Thankfully, she loved what I did make, and I am still working on the blanket I intended to make for her, but that's been pushed to the side in favor of this bigger project. And oh boy, is this a big frickin' project. So this is how far I've got. This isn't even one corner of it. This is the center panel. And it's 20 pixels width, 60 pixels long. 60! This thing on its own is going to be a throw blanket. Or maybe not even a throw. This thing on its own is going to be a blanket. And I still have more things to put around it. I'll put a picture of the grid I made for this. I made it out of different people's grids. I will link the main centerpiece grid down below because, let's be honest, that's probably what we're going to be working on all week. Do you guys like my star patches? My cousin put me onto these. My eldest cousin. And my septum's crooked. And I've been using them, so if you're curious of what the roseheart blanket is, the roseheart blanket is a blanket based around the character Riddle Roseheart from the game Twisted Wonderland. And I'm going to weave in some of my ends while I talk. And Riddle is one of my favorite characters, obviously, along with Ida and Ruggie. Or I guess it's Reggie. Reggie? Reggie. I think it's meant to be said Reggie, but I always call him Ruggie. Or Ruggie. And if you don't know what Twisted Wonderland is a mobile game by Disney. As much as I don't like what Disney does most of the time, I really, really love Twisted Wonderland. And that is because every single character, except for the main character of Twisted Wonderland, is based off of one of the Disney villains. Recently they did start doing heroes and non-villain characters, such as Jack Skellington. Technically speaking, Scully isn't based off Jack Skellington, since Jack Skellington is a actual character you can meet in the game, and Scully is just a really big freaking fanboy. But the other villains are actual characters in the game. They're just not around anymore. I don't think they're dead. They might be, considering that's how a lot of Disney villains go out. But Riddle Roseheart, if you can't tell by his last name, is based off of the Queen of Hearts, and hence the outfit he's wearing in the picture I just showed. I'll show you a picture of what he actually looks like in the game outside of pixel art, and the version I am currently, the version in the pixel art, which is his overbolt. And an overbolt, technically speaking, is just a, how do I explain this? a copious amount of magical energy that gets negative magical energy that gets stored in the body and makes you overbolt. It makes you explode and turn into this thing. Well, it doesn't turn you into this thing. It gives you a freaking dope-ass outfit, but you're pretty much just consumed with negative magic based off of the negative emotions that you are currently having, and you get this little creature. It's not little, it's freaking huge, but this creature gets summoned, and it takes on a... So far, they have taken on the forms of the villains they represent. So, Riddles looked like the Queen of Hearts and was holding a rose bush. Some of the others, such as Ida, the other character I mentioned, who did get Overbolt, his represented Hades from Hercules. As much as I hate Hades being used as a villain, as a pagan, I do really love Hades from Hercules. I just love that sassy man. And I love Ida as well. Ada, what the hell? Nevermore brain rot kicking in. I do love Ida as well. I love how he's a shy little otaku, and it warms my heart, honestly, seeing a character who is meant to be representative of Hades be just this shy little otaku boy who isn't really good at socializing. But he also has like a really twisted side because he's experimenting on people. Spoiler alert. Jesus, I forgot. Spoiler alert. But anyway, Riddle is one of the house wardens of Heartslefable? Heartslefable, I believe is how it's pronounced. And it just pretty much means that he is like the one that looks after that house. Kind of like Hogwarts houses. And he's the head of the dormitory. And he's a stickler for the rules. I will say that. There are 7 dormitories based off of the Great 7, as they are called. And the Great 7 are... Let's see if I can remember them in order. Why is my needle not going in? Come on. There we go. The Great 7 are the Queen of Hearts, Scar, Ursula, the Evil Queen, my needle is not working, Hades, and Maleficent. That does not feel like 7. Oh, I'm missing Jafar. I was missing Jafar. I forgot about Jafar. He's very forgettable. I can be honest. I don't see why he's considered one of the greats. He's very forgettable, in my opinion. Jamil, though, is one of my freaking... I love Jamil. Another very sassy character that I really like. Also, every single character in this game is male. They're all guys. And that made me believe it. When I first found out about this game, I was like, is Disney making a dating sim? Is Disney producing a dating sim where we get to date hot villain guys? No, it's not a dating sim. It's a rhythm game? What? I kind of wish it was a dating sim. Maybe I'd play it more. Disney, if you're watching this, take some notes. We had ideas for what this would be, and you squandered it. This was before I found out my love for Riddle. So the character, when I believed it was a dating sim, I wanted to go after was Rugi, actually. I'm gonna keep calling him that. Correct me all you want in the comments. That's how I know him. But he's the character I wanted to go for, and I don't know why. The cute little hyena boy. I don't know what more you want from me. No, I am not a furry. Ruggy is a person with animal ears. That does not make me a furry. The amount of times I've had that conversation is the reason I immediately went to defend myself is because I've had this conversation multiple times. With my sister, mostly. Whee! Also, yes, I'm aware I could be using the float method, but I rather weave in my ends, because I don't see why it's so torturous. I did use the float method down here back when I was doing this pattern properly. Oh, by the way, I'm using, I think it's Endarna Tunisian crochet, where you start, it's corner to corner, technically speaking. Where you start in a little corner and you build it 2 boxes, 3 boxes, 4 boxes, and I was getting this really ugly waffle pattern, and I just hated doing the slip stitching across to get to the next block. So once I got to like up here, what I started doing was just going in strips of where I had long pieces of color, and there's a lot of pieces like that in this pattern. So I just kept doing that. You can see it because kind of down here you can see like the little boxes, but if you look up here in the color work you can see the long strips, and I kind of prefer that, honestly. Gives it a little bit more of a pixel art look instead of just this, and it also makes this border a lot more seamless. So this little corner is gonna be a little ugly looking, but I don't really care. This is my blanket. I'm not selling it. I'm not giving it away. This is mine. If I ever did sell it, it would cost a hell of a lot and nobody would want it because it costs so much. Because this is going to take me a while. And talking while weaving in my ends, and even deciding to weave in my ends right now, not only woke me up, I was getting tired, and then I turned on the camera, and I got talking about Twisted Wonderland, and now I'm awake. So not only did it wake me up, it is now 4:09 in the morning. So now that I filled you in on who Riddle Roseheart even is and the game he comes from, by the way, check out Twisted Wonderland. This is not sponsored. I wish it was sponsored, but it's not. I can't get my needle in. And my needle poked out on the other side anyway. I'm gonna stop talking for now. Welcome to the video. We are working on the Riddle Roseheart blanket. Go play Twisted Wonderland. It is a really fun game. It's a little slow at the beginning. That's what made me not play it. So I don't actually play the game. I watch other people play, and I read like other people's experiences and theories and stuff. So I'm a spiritual fan of the game. I used to play it. Give me that. I used to play the game. I just don't anymore. I live spiritually through other people now. So I'm gonna weave in my ends, and then I'm going to reward myself with a cherry pie and sleep. Is that really rewarding myself by giving myself sleep? No! And by the way, the reason I stopped where I am right now and I didn't finish off the square, even though I really wanted to, and I'm mad that it's unfinished over here, is because this is where the start of the red of his shirt, or corset, starts. And I already have like 5 yarn balls on my bed right now that you can see right here. I got 2 grays, a black, a white, and a pink. I don't need any more. Let me read off the yarn I'm using here really quickly before I go. So we have seen this in the previous video. I'm going to just throw them over into the corner while I'm doing this. This is Loops and Threads Impeccable in Coral. Let me just yeet that over there. Ooh, that hurt. And then I'm a little worried because a lot of this is Big Twist value. So this is Big Twist value in black. And honestly, the black and white being Big Twist, I'm not really worried about, or even the gray. It's some of like the red tones and skin tone that I got, but I shouldn't really be worried about that either. Like, look how much black, like this is flattening out. I can easily replace this with like Loops and Thread Soft Classic, like this gray is. So, and then the next Big Twist one is Big Twist value in just medium gray. It's storming outside. That's interesting. Then we have Big Twist value in white. And Loops and Thread Soft Classic in light gray. It is storming outside. Okay. Even more reason for me to go to bed, because I can sleep peacefully to the sound of the storm. Don't question me. I love storms. I appreciate storms so much. And I feel like me and my grandmother are the only ones who appreciate them in this dang household. Everybody else is like, oh, it's so scary. Bish, please. Anyway, I'm gonna weave in my ends, treat myself to a little snack, and then treat myself to some sleep. See you guys in the morning. I hope you enjoyed my little rant. Ooh, it's raining. My little rant about Twisted Wonderland. Hello everybody, it is the morning. You're being blinded by the light again. So, I did record like a clip for a... That's not gonna work. Just deal with that. For like a day one working on this blanket type thing. But I really want to work on the other side. Like, but for me to do that with this, I would have to work up this entire side to do that. And, well, I kind of don't want to. But I'm going to power through it. I did grab a lot of the colors I previously had, my grays, my white, my black, my pink. Black and pink so I can work up this side, and I might have to get more pink soon. And I do have my reds. I should have grabbed my gold while I was up, because I need that part too for this part of the square. But I want to work on the other half of the blanket, but I can't right now, and it sucks, but I'll have to deal with it. So, let's see how far we can get on day 2, and let's see if I stay up till the unholy hours in the morning. I didn't go to bed till 5 in the morning last night, because I decided to weave in all my ends, treat myself to a little snack, and then I got a character design idea for a story I've been working on, and I couldn't get it out of my head, so I had to put it down on... I'm pointing at you guys because you're on my iPad, so I had to quickly draw it up on my iPad with the other character designs in this... Whenever I do character designs, I always do like a mock-up in this little chibi look. And it took me 2 tries to draw Null, that's the name of the character. And I really like it. Here, let me show you guys Null. I love him. Actually, you know what? I will put a picture here because I learned how to use overlays. I will put a picture here of Null. I love him. He is the son of one of the main gods of the story, heroine. I'm dyslexic, please forgive me for that. He is the son of the god of the overworld, or Earth, and he is the banished firstborn because of his reality-bending abilities. And he has been banished to what is known as the torture dimension. And if any of this, he's also called the scriptwriter. So if any of this sounds familiar, it's because he's based off of the broken script from Minecraft. This entire story is based off Minecraft. So heroine is Hero Brian, actually. And then we have like the Ender Dragon, who is Ender the Dragon King,
we have Draconia, who is the goddess of the end, or Historia as it is called in my story. We have Heroine's husband, who is Oceanus, the god of the sea and creator of the Guardians. Then we have Daemon, who is the king of the Nether, and a Technoblade reference. He is a Technoblade reference. Oh my goodness, if Technoblade was still around. Oh boy. He would be very mad right now. He'd be very mad right now. I hate to say that people, like, died at a good time, but maybe we need Technoblade right now. Maybe we need him. Maybe I'm wrong, and we need Technoblade right now, with the way America is. But anyway. And then there is Daemon's wife, Aurora? Is her name Aurora? Alora? Her name is either Aurora or Alora, and she is the goddess of the ether. And they have 2 kids. Both are main characters in the story, Loomis and Helia, or Helena, not Helia, Helena. And then, technically speaking, Heroine has multiple children. He has Null, he has the Creaking, who are lost souls of other people's children he took in, because people decide to kill his children, so he's going to take their children. He is the father of monsters, that's why people are killing his children. And then, technically, spiritually speaking, there is another main character named Castor Oyela. His name is, it's kind of like how in Dragon Ball Z, you know they're named after, like, the most weird things. So, Castor Oyela is a reference to castor oil. I think it's Oyela. Not Oilea. It's Oyela. Castor Oilea. And it's a reference to castor oil, because castor oil is used to burn things, and he is a creeperkin. Creeperkin are technically, or any monster kin, are pretty much just humans who were raised with said monster, and are spiritually children of Heroine, because they were chosen by him to not be harmed by that monster. And he was raised by creepers. And since we're on the topic of main characters, there's also Athens, who is another, like, spiritually child of one of the gods. There is the goddess, the Ward Mother, who is the goddess of the Deep Dark, and Athens is one of her detainee, which are pretty much people who decided to try and inhabit the Deep Dark and live off of the Skulk down there, but the Ward Mother was not having it, and turned them into detainee. And if you know anything about wordplay, detainee is another word of saying prisoner, because warden is a prison warden. I'm smart. And then Athens and the main character, like the actual main character of the story, who I haven't talked about yet, Sabriel, are together. They have like a rivalry at first, because Athens lives up to his name. He's very smart. He's very smart, very cunning, and Sabriel is a little bit stupid. He just wants to save his people. He wants to find his dad. He wants to save his people. He wants to save his home realm, which is Historia. Because he's an End Satyr. End Satyr are kind of a subclass of humans who once lived in the realm of Historia, but when Dracona, the goddess of Historia, was slain by her husband, he kind of made them go extinct. So Sabriel currently is the last End Satyr, which is very sad. Or I guess he's a historian satyr. And he just wants to save his people. But he has to go through all the other realms to do it first because Historia has been cut off. There's only one portal down in the strongholds that is protected by Heroine, and it's very hard to get to. It is very hard to get to. You still need Eyes of Ender to get down there. And in this case, Eyes of Ender are not... They are something you can loot off of Endermen who have come into the overworld, but it's also something you can be born with if you are a natural descendant of Historia, or if you are one of Draconia's high priests. Sabriel's adopted dad. Anyway, enough of me rambling about my personal story. I do want to say the way Noel fits into all this is he would be a season 2 villain if this was like a TV show. I'm gonna keep working on this. I have my reds. I need to grab my gold. And I need to figure out how to work it outwards right now. Because I might have to resort back to the pixel method here soon. And I think I might do that just so I have more to work with. So, I will see you guys very soon. You guys are set up very weirdly because I decided to spill coffee on my desk. And, not my desk, my bed. And, now I'm at my desk. So, there's like zero space to record here. But you guys are on my desk. And I got more of the blanket done. So as you can see, I'm getting into the reds. Up top here. And I worked this bar out. So I now have corner to corner bottom of the blanket. I still have all of this that needs to be done, but I'm gonna work it up to the point where I have it right now. This is my cutoff point right now. And then once I get everything over here worked up to this point, I will branch it further upwards and do the exact same thing. So my day 2 progress is going really, really well. It might be a little hard to show this more flimsy bit in the, like, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. Like, you know those videos of people where they're like, they have their blanket rolled up and they unfurl it, and it's like, progress day 1, a lot of people are doing that with their 6-day star blanket. That's what I'm doing with this. So it might be a little bit difficult with, especially if I don't, like, get all the way to the end here today, which I think I might. I hopefully will. And if I don't, I can just, like, roll this up, like this, and then go, like, you'll see that there's a bit over here done. Yeah, if anything, I'll just have to hold it like this. So, we are into the reds. I have my red yarn, my gold yarn, the pink for, like, the border. I have more red and black over here off camera. And yeah, so far, day 2 work is going so well. I'm going to have to move to the living room at some point. I don't know if I'll be taking this project with me into the living room, because it is a lot of yarn, but I didn't promise, technically. I don't know. I told my cousins they would get CJ time, and of course, if they are good, they will get some time with me. And we're gonna be watching Slug Terra. Also, I have my hair pulled up, and I accidentally put my my bandana tails in it, because this keeps the hair out of my face. This keeps it off of my neck. Because it's really hot here, and in the house, it's hot in the house. So, yeah. I'm just proud that I got into the reds. I am into the reds, and I'm also proud that I got, like, the entire bottom, like, row done. Like, I consider this an entire row because it met this black line. As you can see over here, the black line kind of indicates where the
other black bits are going to start. So, yeah. We got it from one black border piece all the way to the other black border piece. And I'm sorry if audio quality is bad with me being at my desk. I am doing my best with what I have. Technically, this is more professional, me being at my desk, but I don't think all this, like, look how close you guys are, is very professional. I don't think this setup is very professional. Yeah. So I will see you guys next check-in, probably later tonight, after dinner and TV time. Yeah, I'm still watching Minecraft horror Let's Plays, because let's be honest, I'm addicted. It's so much fun. Yeah, I have quite a bit to go. But the good thing is once I get all of this bit covered, I will have longer strips to do. And in my opinion, that's good. Because these short strips, oh boy, is all the color changing driving me nuts. Because sometimes I had like, maybe I have like one block of gray to do here, but I couldn't do it because it ended here, and I can't work that up because I have no way of connecting it to the other pieces. And it's just chaos. It's just chaos. So I had to make everything level, and then I had to build it higher because I was doing the colors in strips. And yeah. Any whoozy doozy. I'm gonna continue this, and yeah. See you guys later. Hi. So I'm not bringing this out into the living room. I'm going to bring this out into the living room instead. It's a water bottle holder. It's a very pretty beach color. If you recognize this, it's because it's the yarn I was using to teach myself how to knit, and I unfurled everything, and I'm repurposing it. So this is going to be my couch project. This is temporarily being put on hold, and maybe it'll be good, get me out of working in pixels, and I can go back to working in rounds. So, yeah, see you guys later tonight. Actually, no. Yes, see you guys later tonight after I work on this, and probably before I go to bed. Hi guys, I took a shower, and I'm back on my bed, as you can see, because my bed sheets are finally done. While I was taking a shower, my amazing grandmother fixed the bed for me. Shout out to Grandma CJ. Or just Grandma Jester. And I got more of the blanket done. So as you can see, all of the red is done. And we are down to this bit, which means we will have, once we get this all done, we will have the entire bottom finished. It is currently 1:14. I didn't even realize it was 1 in the morning. I'm going to work as far as I can on this. I'm actually gonna weave in my ends. Then I'm gonna start working down here. I'm not gonna weave these ends in until I have a bit taller here. Honestly, I kind of want to work on this until it's all done, but then I can't, like, qualify that as a... Technically speaking, all the work I do right now qualifies for day 3. But I'm gonna count my days as when I go to sleep instead of, like, the logical day counter. Yeah. I'm excited. Oh, this is turning out so good. I'm so excited about this. I need to fix these floaters down here because this is bothering me. Like, everything else is nice and woven in, and then I just have these floaters and also all these ends currently. My child is sleeping on my desk chair. Also, this kind of bothers me, but hey, what you gonna do? It's either I frog everything. You know I'm not doing that. because this was where I started. These were my beginnings. I'm gonna keep it. I just need to. I might cut these and weave these end. Weave these end? Weave these in. But I'm definitely weaving in this mess. This is gonna be so cool when it's finished. There's like, you can see a semblance of something forming here. There is something here. And I found out that this white thing, I thought it was dress padding. But when I was editing the video, because I edit as I go, I realized that these white things aren't dress padding, they're roses. And I thought that was really cool. But like, you can see the beginning of his corset here. I'm so excited. There was a little mess up with this block right here. The block next to it in the black didn't go up the full 4. It's 4 rows across, 4 stitches across, 4 rows up. This was only 3, so I had to fix it very haphazardly. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Technically it is tomorrow morning, but you know what I mean. I got this much work done this morning, like immediately when I woke up, and that's a good 4 rows right there. And I can count that because this is 2 and this is 2 pixels. So that's a good 4 rows. And this is like 20 pixels across. So, but it's 60 pixels tall. This is gonna be fun. I am enjoying this. And remember, once this is finished, it's not even over. We have the 4 cards to do, the 3 flowers, the 4 vines, and the emblem up at the top. And somehow seam all of those together. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Because if I use this technique, I could use this technique on a smaller scale, maybe go like 2 by 2. That could work. That could work really well. I think I just found my new favorite pixel art method. I know I said, I'm like, knitting is my new favorite pixel art method. Tunisian knit stitch is my new favorite. This is my favorite blanket pixel art. Knitting and Tunisian knit stitch are still my favorite tapestry works. Yeah. Also, this is what I was working on while watching we went to watch Kaijudo instead of Slugterra. Why is... Oh! That's the beginning of my row. This is where my string is, because I was using my purple hook. I learned this wave stitch, and I thought it would look really cool with this type of yarn. So far it does. Once you put a bottle in here, it will straighten out. I hope I made this big enough to fit a Pringle can. Like, the bottom is thick enough to fit a Pringle can. Honestly, with the stretch of this material, you could probably fit a Stanley Cup in here. But it doesn't have the... What just fell? I don't know. None of my yarn fell. It doesn't have the, like the handle to fit a Stanley Cup, but it's nice, soft, stretchy. I kind of wish I made a top with it instead, but who knows, maybe I'll have plenty more. And this is Kaijudo merch, by the way. It's handmade Kaijudo merch. It has the logo on the back of the hoodie. And I'm honestly thinking of peeling off that logo and finally using my Cricut. To make this better merchandise. Because the logo that's on the back here, I don't know if you can... The logo that's on the back here is heat transfer. Like you print it out and then you cut it out and paste it on the back. Paste it on your fabric. So it's like peeling, and I honestly just might wear this one out and get a new hoodie because it isn't peeling that bad. It's like feeling it right now, it's still intact, but I might get a new hoodie, maybe one that fits better, and actually make like a specific civilization, because when I used to draw myself wearing this hoodie, it was a black hoodie with red sleeves and it had the Fire Civilization logo. So I might make myself the Fire Civilization and have like, I don't know, like Tatsurian or something on the back of my jacket. But that would be a lot to do on the... I don't think I would make like all... I think I'd do like a silhouette of Tatsurian or Bob. But he's a hybrid. He's nature and fire, so maybe Hissy? Hissy would be cool, but Hissy is not as rememberable as Tatsurian. Anyway, I am speaking at you guys now. I'm ranting about a long dead cartoon. Which some of the fandom's still alive. We have a whole Discord. Hey, if you like Kaijudo as much as I do, maybe hit me up on like Instagram and I'll drop you the link, because the more the merrier. But yeah, I'll weave in my ends now. See you tomorrow. Bye. Hi guys, I am ill. So a little bit of TMI. It is that time of the month, and the worst. The first day is always the worst day. I haven't really gotten out of bed that much today. I did to go watch Kaijudo with my cousins, bathroom breaks obviously, and to grab my yarn. But that was it. Oh, and beg for food. Because I heard my grandma was going out to the store, so I was like, can you grab me some craving snacks? Anyway, I'm done working on this for now. For tonight, I started up on my second layer. Ooh, but my first layer isn't even finished. My first layer still has a little bit to go. And that's just because I was kind of sick. Actually, no. I wanted to get it started, the second layer, so I didn't have to worry about it later. But that being said, we did get all of the bottom of the dress thing done. Yeah. Let me see if I can... It's one thing I hate about Tunisian is how much it rolls. But yeah. Next is going to be the bust portion, and then the like shoulders to under the eyes, and then to the top of the crown, and then the rest. So we're doing good. This is good progress for day 3. Day 3! And it's already past. Oh, it's almost finished. Ah! Yeah, I'm going to turn in for the night. I'm not going to bed. I'm just in pain, and when I'm in pain, I don't really like doing things. So I'm just gonna bed rot for a little bit and watch or play Minecraft Broken Script like I have been this entire like week. Like, I guess it isn't a week. These past 3 days I've been watching Aura on YouTube play the Broken Script. I think it's pronounced Aura or Oro. I think it's like or like Aurora. I really like his playthroughs. I really like his voice. His voice is so nice. And maybe that's one of the reasons I like his playthroughs. It probably is, knowing me. So I'm cleaning up. We have not broke into any new colors yet. We won't until we get to the face and eye. The eye, I have like this really nice glittery red yarn I'm going to be using. This pink and the black have been like flattened because they're the border colors and we just use a lot of black in this piece. So I might have to get more black here soon. But that is the yarn cleaned up. I'll put my scissors and stitch marker away. I should have weaved in my ends before doing that, but I'll just do that later. I want to get the entire bottom done before I weave in my ends. Put this in the scrap container. I have to be careful when I'm like putting scraps in here on screen because I have to like hold it like this so none of y'all see my personal information. Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I'm feeling better. Yeah, maybe I can get this done by Friday. That'd be so nice, considering it's Saturday. Yeah. It's hard to think I started this Thursday. Anyway, good night, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Hello, it is 1:30 at night. I got farther on the blanket. I put it away, and I forgot. Then I realized I forgot to record. So it's still connected to the red bit. But I'm tired, and frankly, I'm focusing more on my phone right now than this blanket. And this is how far I got. I did start the second half and finished this half. I didn't get that far today because I woke up at like 2. I find it funny. Sometimes I just randomly go to my grandfather to complain about my affliction and this curse I've been given at birth, and he doesn't know what to do. He always hits me with the "I was never born a girl, so I don't know what to tell you." That is my impersonation of my grandfather. Yes, very accurate. And it's always funny because it's like, yeah, I know, I just need to complain at somebody. And I chose to complain at my grandfather. My grandfather is one of those people that when you talk to him, he just knows how to make a situation better. Like, I don't know. But he was also very tired when I went to talk to him because I haven't really left my room all day. Only time I did leave my room was for bathroom breaks and to grab a drink. I have an Olipop in classic root beer. I don't know why I'm showing this off like it's freaking yarn. But it is freaking delicious. I also have some period snacks. I have wafer rolls and Ruffles cheddar and sour cream chips. I also had soup. 'Twas good soup. There's no more soup, but it was chicken noodle soup. I also had coffee because I was having headaches. And yeah, good day overall. I slept in till like 2. I said that already. I didn't get that much work on the blanket, but I think the reason for that is because I took a lot of breaks. Not because I was in pain. My cramps weren't that bad today. The first day is always the worst day for cramps for me. Today it was just like I felt icky. I felt sick. Like I can't really move. My back is hurting a lot. It's just heavy today. I feel like I am dying. But not in a painful way. Like, my body is slowly shutting down, kind of way. That's not true. My body is not shutting down. I'm just, damaged. My internal systems are damaged. 401 error. Type, I don't know. It's not a 401 error. 401 is when you can't find the file you're looking for, right? Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I take that back. I need a system override. That's what I need. I need this gone. I mean, I literally have he, him in my bio. This can't be happening to me. Actually, I have they, them in my bio as well, but who cares about that one? Sorry, I'm like out of it today. I took a picture of my black yarn and sent it to my boyfriend because I was talking to him about the blanket and how I was like running out of black yarn. And tell me why. I took a picture of it and I went, I don't know, TikTok? What? YouTube's gonna flag me for this or not. I said like limp phallus looking mother effer. I didn't say phallus, of course I said the D word, but yeah. I don't think he ever responded to that. I don't think he ever, did he? I need to check. Nope. He never responded it. He just skipped right over it and continued the conversation. I love my boyfriend so much. Anyway, I did find the Instagram of the person who created the center grid. I also found them on Pinterest. Apparently they're the same person who did the venti grid I did in my Pinterest video, so that is awesome. I'm going to tag their Instagram though, because yeah, and I am actually going to post this on Instagram once it is finished. This just the centerpiece, not the entire blanket, and DM it to them and be like, hey, look what I made with your grid pattern. And yeah, I hope they like it. My secret hope is they want one and will commission one from me. A guy can dream, right? But this guy wants to lie down because my back is hurting and be a little silly goofy guy on my phone. Maybe draw a little bit because I've been neglecting my drawing for a little while. I drew a lot last night. I got the random Kaijudo brain rot. Which, by the way, I've been living in like my Kaijudo hoodie for the past 3 days. Bet you can never guess why. Ooh. Anyway, it is Monday, so I still have like a good amount of time to record and figure out what to do for a thumbnail. If I can get this blanket done by Thursday, oh my gosh. That would be impressive. I keep calling it a blanket. It's not a blanket, it's the centerpiece of a blanket. Which, don't expect a part 2 anytime soon. Because, let me tell you, the construction of the border is going to take me a while to plan. So yeah. I'll see you guys in the morning. Hopefully I'm feeling a lot better, and hopefully it's not as heavy. I'm sorry if you guys don't like me talking about this, but I just feel like I need to rant and rabble and babble. I meant to say babble, not rabble. Because normally if I complain, the symptoms go away. My body's weird like that. But anyway, goodbye. See you tomorrow. Yeah, guys, it is... What time is it? 4:51. I got up about like 2 hours ago, or like 2 something. I got a bit more work done. I got a little bit more work done. I'm gonna finish out this row, and then I'm going to take a break because I think I'm losing steam. So I'm gonna take a little drawing break and try, or maybe I'll crochet something else. I don't know. I have some market prep I need to do. I have this idea for like, I know I said build a bunny a few videos ago, but there's this little pattern that I have by Ali Crochet, I believe, or Ali Knots, one of the two, and it's these little ducks with fruit hats, and I kind of want to make some ducks, make a few fruit hats, and maybe even like other styled hats, and like put them in baskets so you can like pick which hat you want on your duck. And I kind of want to make a yellow duck, a white duck, and a mallard. And I kind of want to give one to my mom because we have ducks. I think we have a turducken. I will show you the turducken. His name is Terry. We love him. And I kind of want to make I want to make my mom a little Terry. There he is. At least I think it's a he. There's Terry. See, we can't tell if he's a duck or a chicken. No, turkey. We can't tell if he's a duck or a turkey, so he is the turducken. And, yeah. That's my plan for right now. My cousin decided to interrupt me by my cat being in a box. And he wound up scaring my cat. Speaking of, Astro's come to join us. So I'm gonna finish this one row right here. And, yeah, take a break. I think it's because I've been working on this for like days now that I'm starting to like lose steam. But let's be honest, 4 days? 4 days? And look how much I got done? Oh my goodness, like you can see the bodice coming into picture here. And it's just, Twist fans, Twisted Wonderland fans, how much do you love me right now? Of course, I did not create the grid. The grid was created by, I think their name is Deconia on Instagram and Pinterest. They have a bunch of different grids. They have Genshin, Honkai, Sailor Moon, Twisted Wonderland. I think I saw one for Jessie and James from Pokemon. They have so many. And I kind of want to make Sailor Pluto and Sailor Mercury, if I can ever find a Sailor Mercury one from them, and sew them together, because that's my and my boyfriend's favorites, like Sailor Scouts. I'm not a huge Sailor Moon fan. I was into it as a kid, but my boyfriend, oh my goodness, he might as well live and breathe Sailor Moon. And Sailor Mercury is his favorite. So whenever I find something Mercury related, I have to make it, or I have to get it for him. So I think my next big like blanket project, after this one, of course, if I ever do another big blanket project like this, and if Draconia ever comes out with a Sailor Mercury like grid, because they already have Pluto. I just need Mercury, and then I can make them and sew them together, and it'll be like it's me and my boyfriend. But I also want to check out the app that they say they use for their pixel arts and maybe make some of my own. I don't yeah. I kind of want to try doing the riddle grid on a smaller scale, like I said, with like the 2x2 squares in this style. But I don't know. So I'm going to finish this row, and then I'm going to take a drawing break, and yeah, I'll see you guys when I start working on this again. Alright, so I took my break. I decided to weave in all of my ends, except for the ends I cannot weave in yet because there is nothing to weave them into currently. What I do is I weave them in between the squares, so because there's no squares over here, I can't. But my phone's like falling on top of my drink. Ta-da! And my grandparents just arrived home, so I'm going to continue work. The grind never stops. I have a strawberry vanilla lollipop. Hopefully I'm getting food. Hopefully.
So, see you guys in probably later tonight at like, I don't know, 3 in the morning. Or tomorrow morning, depending. Yeah. I apologize for the weird angle. You're actually leaning against the blanket right now that I'm supposed to be working on, but instead I'm eating pistachio ice cream, drinking ginger ale, and being self-indulgent with my artwork. Little sketchbook tour here. I love Oliver's antics. He is the art dad. Oh, he's my art dad. I used to watch him all the time when I was younger, in like middle school. And watching his videos actually got me through a lot of shit. I will be honest, I was not going through a good time during middle school. Or we called it intermediate school, but it was like 4th to 6th grade. So it was middle school. It was middle school. Let's be honest. And I was watching his videos and my boyfriend just texted me his most recent sketchbook tour after like not years, like a few months of not having a sketchbook tour. He was talking about how he only drew like 3 things in his sketchbook, which were his original character Andy, Fairy Tale, and Ace Attorney. And I was like, huh, I should be a little bit more self-indulgent with my sketchbooks. And I clearly have like a little bit more to go in this book. I also have like 3 mini books that are not finished, but I kind of just use them as doodles. So those are like very self-indulgent. Like, let me grab the one I'm currently working on, the very first one. I kind of want to take my paint pens and write like Doodle Book 1. It has the nutritional facts of Aquarius, because I am an Aquarian. And oh, this was my most recent doodle. My cousin was I would draw something and she would do the line art for it, and she really likes the Sun and Moon show, so I drew Moon, and I also drew Fancy Moon at her request, and then these are her doodles. And then I drew Blood Moon, and then I let her doodle again. I drew this, but she added like antenna and stuff and the Invader Sim shirt. But yeah, I would draw, like, I have this entire doodle page here with my that's my character Will, and then my character Israfel. We have Creepypasta down here, we have Hobo Heart. We have more Nevermore. More Israfel. My friend just drew my OC Quarry! Oh my god! Oh. We have Uzumaki, who I need to send to my boyfriend because he loves when I draw Uzumaki. But I have this, which is very self-indulgent. And now I really want to see what my friend Moth just drew. Because I love... Okay, if you have Tumblr, go follow Moth the Man. Moth ED the Man. Because they make amazing artwork, especially if you love Kaijudo, because they draw Kaijudo. They also draw One Piece, and I'm so happy I'm friends with like an amazing artist. And they drew my OC Quarry. They just texted me about it. But being self-indulgent, and also after watching Oliver Antics, who always seems to get me back into Fairy Tale, I just have like an entire page of Cobra. my pumpkin mug, which is no longer in here, I took it out to the sink. A pumpkin. We have Cobra's snake, who I don't remember the name of. I'm so sorry, my sweet baby girl. I just remember it's a girl. And then this blueberry wolf that I saw someone draw on Tumblr for like a cookie run thing. So we just have an entire page of Cobra, or Eric. Is it Eric or Eric? I always pronounce it Eric. And then my Kaijudo OC Asher. This page is a work in progress. Also, this page is not finished because I have like all this empty space in the center that I want to fill in somehow. But we have my OC Asher. This is him as an adult. And then this is him like currently in the story. He's like 16 currently in the story because I aged all the characters up from middle schoolers to high schoolers. His story is he was born in the human world, but when he was an itty bitty baby, he was given this pendant that he thought was gifted to him by his mom, but it turned out to be a dual master's pendant, and he got teleported into the creature civilization, specifically the darkness civilization, and he was raised by a kaiju known as Arachnius. Arachnius, the archer's guide. And he was also then taken in by, is it Morgana? No, it's not Morgana. Megara, who is like a lord of darkness. So he was raised as her champion, and that's why he's a little shabby looking. But he grows up to be a dual master himself of the darkness civilization, and I just love my precious baby boy. He is so tired. He does not know what a microwave is. He is also Ellie's twin brother, or Allie. He's Allie's twin brother, but she grew up not really knowing anything about her twin because he just disappeared one day out of the crib, and they never found him until they get stuck in the darkness civilization. And yeah, I don't know. If you watch the show, you know a lot of what I'm talking about. You can watch it here free on YouTube. So if you like anything of what I'm saying, Asher is an original character though. But if you like anything of what I'm saying, Kaijudo is free on YouTube. Also, can you tell I took a shower today? And I haven't gone to bed yet? Like, my hair always looks so fabulous. Like, I want my hair to look like this every day. But I don't want to take a shower in the morning every day. You know what I mean? I'm also aquaphobic, or hydrophobic. I'm hydrophobic, so like, no, that's not how my hydrophobia works. The way my hydrophobia works is, I don't like being in still water. And what I mean by that is I much prefer to be under running water than, like, in a lake or a pool. I'm fine if I'm in the pool, which I find funny. I don't like taking baths because it activates my germophobia. I don't like being in natural bodies of water because it activates my hydrophobia. Yeah. I'm fine being in a creek. Or a crick. I'm fine being in the crick. I don't like the lake outside of my mom's house. I don't mind the ocean that much. I think it's just like enclosed bodies of water that bug me out, because I love the ocean. I am a water baby. I'm an Aquarius, which I know technically speaking I should be an air baby, but I don't know, that sounds weird. I'm a water baby. Always been a water baby, always will be a water baby. I love the ocean aesthetically, and it is really nice, the ocean. I love water, but I don't like lakes or enclosed bodies of water where other animals could be swimming with me, and the animal has no way of getting out of the water, so like, or going away from me. Like, I am enclosed in there with the animals. So, all of this to say, I don't like taking showers every single day because I'm hydrophobic. Huh. Oh yeah, I kind of worked a little bit on the blanket. I got one pink stripe. I got one black stripe of the border done. I need to finish out this pink stripe. Maybe I'll work on that later tonight to kind of unwind from drawing all day. Because I worked on that in the morning, and then I started drawing, which, by the way, this is sketchbook number 9. I used to do sketchbook tours on my other channel, Murder Snail, or Mutter Snail. Drop the R in the middle and you have my username, which I might link down below. I don't know. I used to do sketchbook tours until my phone storage became shit. And now I don't do sketchbook tours over there because I have no way of recording the sketchbook tours. But this would be sketchbook number 9. Yeah. And recently I've been like drawing on sticky notes, just headshots, and then sticking them in there. And look how much of my sticky note pad is left. So that's what I've been doing. That's what I am doing. I have these Artex, acrylic markers. Absolutely love these. I love them so much. I'm so glad I got them. That's how I did this little doodle of Asher up here. I kind of want to change his name because of what the name Asher means to me, and it's the name of an ex that I had in the past. But I don't want to because his alternative name would be Alistair, and I already have I have multiple characters named Alistair. Yeah. I like reusing names. I do have other character named Asher who's a Cinderella based character. That's why he's named that. Yeah. And the only other reason his extra name would be Alistair is because his sister's name is Allison. So I didn't want to go with they're twins. They should have very similar names because I do that a lot. So Asher and Allison sounded a lot better to me. But I used the Arteza for that little doodle of Asher, and to draw the pumpkin and snake. I should draw a cobra with the Arteza. I should. Okay, the more I look at this, the more I really like it. Because this is me drawing without a reference, these two top pictures. And then we have biblically accurate cobra, or Eric, with me using a reference. The more I look at this, the more I like it, but I do like how I give him like freckles and eye bags. I just love Cobra. He's my sweet baby boy. He deserves a lot more attention than what he gets. I love him so much. And I guess that's me rooting for the underdog. He's a dragon. He's a dragon slayer too. Give him some credit. I gave him a dad at one point because I felt really bad that a lot of these other dragon slayers like had a majority of the dragon slayers have like dragon parentage in a way, or mentorship in a way. And I felt really bad that like I don't really care about Luxus. It felt super weird that he's a dragon slayer. So I don't really care about Luxus. But I felt bad that Eric didn't have a dragon or a draconic parent. So I gave him one. His dad's name is Typhon, which comes from ancient Greece. I think it's a titan. I think Typhon is a titan, the father of monsters, who is known for being very snake-like. And because I am an absolute sucker for the story of the Lindworm Prince, I decided to make Typhon a lindworm, which is essentially a snake with arms. Yes. It's a snake with arms. And yeah. Oh wait, no. Lindworms don't do they have arms? Do lindworms have arms? I think they do. But a lindworm is essentially just a snake dragon, a draconic snake. Yeah. I don't know. I felt bad. My favorite character. He's a very underrated character, yet he's still one of my favorites. I felt bad that he didn't have dragon parentage, so I fixed it. Anyway, all of this to come on here and tell you I've been very self-indulgent today, and I haven't been working on the blanket. It's only Tuesday, so like every time I look at my phone, I'm taunted by Moth being like, "Hey, I drew your OC." It's like, I drew Quarry. Because I was complaining about how I don't know what to do with Quarry, and they so graciously drew him for me, and it's just, I'm just, no. I'm gonna go eat their art, and this pistachio ice cream. I didn't think I was gonna like it, because it has, like, pistachio chunks in it. Like, there's some chunky pistachio bits in here, but I actually really do like it. It's partially melted. But that's fine. That's fine. I like more melty ice cream anyway. The less I have to chew it to swallow it whole, the better, because I have very sensitive teeth. So I'm gonna eat my ice cream while I eat my friend's art and do some art of my own. I drew their character, Dr. Abyssal, with Quarry, so this feels very fitting that they're drawing my character now. So I will touch base with you guys tomorrow, maybe? Unless I got any work done today on the blanket, outside of that 2 rows. Oh, it's 2.5. I haven't even finished that pink row. So, well, 1.5. You don't want to hear me doing math. Hello, you guys are getting a weird angle again because I'm EP. Hi. My cat's at my feet. Astro, not my cat. Zane is my cat. Astro's Maylin's cat. Speaking of, we had a bit of a, I turned the camera off, and we have, like, an emergency right after. So, my cousin, the one I just mentioned, my eldest cousin, I just knocked my scissors down, is allergic to every and all kind of nut. You know the ice cream I was eating the other day? Yesterday? Yeah, she tried some of my ice cream, had a reaction. I let her because I forgot she was allergic to nuts, and now I feel really bad, but nobody's mad. Like, she's not mad at me, my grandparents aren't mad at me, her mom isn't mad at me. I don't know how I got off scot-free. I don't feel like I should have. Like, at least a slap on the wrist, because we both, me and May, stayed up all night worrying something was going to happen. She stayed up because she was worried that, yeah, something was going to happen to her, and I stayed up because I was worried something was going to happen, and I was listening for the cue, because her room's right next to mine, so she can just knock on the wall and alert me. And I was staying up all night listening for the knock. And I went to bed at like 6 o'clock in the morning because by then other adults were awake. And I was able to assess that everything was fine as well because she didn't bother me all night. I shouldn't say bother, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I think they're playing Minecraft on the Xbox. Actually, no, I think they're playing Fortnite. My other cousins. So yeah, that happened last night, so I'm tired. I am working on the blanket again. I have one more row on the border, and then I can start the 3rd segment. I gotta say, right now, because the blanket's backwards to you guys, but right now, because Riddle doesn't have his head, gives a new definition to off with your head. Because he's based off the Queen of Hearts. Haha, I'm funny. So yeah, just trying to wind down after a stressful situation happened yesterday, and I had a mild panic attack. I have so many ends to weave in, and a border to finish. It shouldn't be that hard to finish, because this is how much I have left.
It's a good few inches, but it's manageable. And then I can rejoin over at this end with the black and start the next round. I am a little scared of my black running out. This is how much I have left. So I'm a little scared because I need it for the rest of the blanket, so I might be making a Michaels run because that is big twist yarn, but I don't know Joanne's situation right now, so I might be making a Michaels run because I also might need more of the pink, and that's Michaels, impeccable. So I think I'm gonna trade the big twist out for loops and thread value or soft classic in like a value pack, so I have a lot of black, and then I also need to get a value pack for probably two, honestly, for the border. Oh boy. Also, I've been thinking about the market that I have coming up in May and how I want to do an Easter sale, but also like I'm moving, so I need to sell a lot more sale. And I'm thinking of doing a buy two get one free. Yeah. On everything. And along with my free soap bar with every purchase. I'm pretty much giving things away at this point. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how to do sales. I did pretty good at Christmas and Thanksgiving, but that was Christmas and Thanksgiving. The Thanksgiving one was in preparation for Christmas most of the time. And this is technically speaking a yard sale, so I don't know how well I'm going to do because people are probably looking for like cheap secondhand items. And then I'm going to be there with my crochet, resin work, and jewelry work, and my soap. And it is outside. My last two events were inside. This is outside at a park that I frequent, mostly with my cousins nowadays, but I used to go to this park all the time as a kid. I called it the Purple Park. If you are a Red Lion resident here in Pennsylvania, it is Windsor Park, actually. I'm not doxing myself, am I? If you know, you know. And if you want to see me go to the park May 10th? Yeah. I don't know where we're going to be located at the park. Half of me is hoping it's under the awning. But it might be in the parking lot. I have no clue. And also, I don't know. That park's like very weirdly situated. So yeah. If you're in the Red Lion area, Red Lion, Pennsylvania area, Windsor Park is a market I will be at. And I would like to see some people there. If you guys are in the area. Also, if you're in the area, Rooted is a store that I have some work in. Rooted is moving currently to a new location though, so I don't know. I don't know about that. But just know that I do have stuff in store, technically speaking. But that's here at a local, like, market type thing. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to continue this border and actually sit up because my arm is starting to hurt. And yeah, I'm thinking of drawing more today because I really liked drawing yesterday. It was very nice. So, yeah. Oh my goodness, my throat. Hello! I'm crocheting in front of my face. I'm sorry. I have realized that today is Wednesday. And I, in fact, do not have very much time to work on this blanket because tomorrow is meant to be my editing day. And then Friday, my post day. I believe editing will not take that long. It never really takes me that long, and I normally edit as I go with making these clips. So I think tomorrow I will just stay up late to edit and schedule it for Friday at 10 o'clock per usual. And for anyone wondering why I normally schedule at Friday for 10, it's because normally around 10 o'clock is when I wake up. So, yeah. I feel like I should schedule it a lot earlier in the day, like maybe 6 o'clock, for people who wake up earlier than I do. That way I can wake up to notifications. The very few notifications I get. And yeah, I'm watching a video by the Celestial Homebody, and oh my goodness, watching her go into Joanne's is like heart-wrenching. Cause our Joanne's here was like struggling for a while. They've been struggling of trying to keep people in their doors. And I think that's just because the area my Joanne's is around, it's like right next to the DMV. And like I feel like you wouldn't have that much trouble because it's right next to a pizza place, a dollar store, a Dollar General, literally Dollar Tree and Dollar General right next to each other. It's right next to a DMV and a grocery store. Like that feels like easy to keep people in, right? I keep saying keep people in. I mean bring people in. But no, it always seems so dead, and the parking lot was always so empty. But we don't have a very good Joann's either. We don't have like the really big Joann's or anything. So I'm going to keep cranking. I'm almost done the border. I just have this pink left to finish and then this black, and then I can get back into color work. And we are starting on the head of Riddle Roseheart, and I am so excited! I'm so excited! I have realized that the tan and the darker tan I got for the skin is incorrect. And what I mean by incorrect is they're just like different. Like the one I got for the shading is more red toned, and the one I got for like the actual skin tone is more gray toned. So it's gonna look very interesting. You can kind of see the shading right here on this square. That's the shading color. So yeah, I'm a little worried there, but I think what I should be worried about right now is my black, because I have a feeling that because we are getting like closer to the top of the grid, and the top of the grid has like a lot of open space and a lot of the background is black, I'm going to be making a trip. And I'm also gonna have to make a trip for this. The fact I am not getting any money back out of this is like kind of sad, but I mean, working on it is bringing me a lot of joy. And I have a market coming up, so my next vlog is probably going to be a market prep vlog. And I think when I go to Michael's, I might pick up some yarn to make some white chickens, because I have yarn to make brown chickens, and I have a good amount of blue chickens left. but everybody seemed to want my white chickens, so I might go and get some like white Burnett and make some white chickens. Because I do really like making my chickens out of Burnett blanket yarn. And the good news about only using a few of these colors on my blanket is I will have a lot left. Which means, and I accidentally got 2 skeins of the same color that doesn't show up like repeatedly in the blanket. So I have like 2 skeins of this really the really dark red, like the wine red, and I kind of want to make like a cherry pie turtle or something like that. I do have a wheel I like to spin, and that wheel tells me what to make. Oof. And one of the options on said wheel is something sweet treat themed, so I think I'm going to utilize that wheel next week for my market prep. And yeah, that is the update for tonight. If I get any work done, I will show you guys, of course. And by get any work done, I mean like when I get into like color work, because this is gonna work up pretty quickly once I like zone out and get into the groove. Gotta get in my groove. Threw off my groove. I might watch Emperor's New Groove. Maybe I should be watching Disney movies while I'm making a Disney Twisted Wonderland blanket. That would be very fitting. Comment down below what is your guys' favorite Disney movie. My personal favorite is Tangled and Emperor's New Groove. And there is my child, Zane. What are you doing? Yeah, Tangled, Emperor's New Groove, Nightmare Before Christmas, The Frog Prince. I feel like Descendants is an honorary mention because it's like a new age Disney movie. And it did get Ever After High canceled, and I love Ever After High. So Descendants is an honorary mention. When it comes to like my favorite villains though, oof. Oh my goodness. Pretty much every villain is my favorite. Jafar, I don't really like Jafar, I will be honest. He's kind of creepy. Kind of creepy. He is creepy. Does Varian count as a villain? He had like a villain arc for a moment there. Yzma is definitely one of like my top 10. I love Yzma. Her song Snuff Out the Light is like my favorite. Maleficent is definitely up there, but just because she's a bad bitch and we all love a bad bitch. Hades definitely up there because he's also a bad bitch. Like Ursula, I like her song, but her character kind of creeped me out as a kid. Queen of Hearts, I mean, obviously, I like the Queen of Hearts. Scar I also like, but I'm too afraid to admit that most of the time because I'm afraid of people calling me a furry for being like, oh yeah, Scar's one of my favorites. I really like Leona, and that's a Twisted Wonderland character. I will admit I like Leona, but he is a lazy bum. And half the time I'm like, dude, you're next in line for a throne. Why do you act like this? Well, I guess he isn't the next in line. That's like his whole thing. Is that he's mad he isn't the next in line. Because he's based off of Scar. Yeah. I called Varian a villain, and I remembered that technically speaking, Cassandra is the villain. But I feel like Varian had every right. Like Cassandra, I feel like her issues could have been just therapy. Hers could have been fixed with therapy and actually talking to Rapunzel. Meanwhile, Varian, he had a good reason. Nobody believed him and nobody wanted to help him when he was calling out for help. Like, he wasn't being vague. He wasn't hiding what he needed help with. He wasn't just expecting people to see it and help him. He actively was like, hey, I need your help. And everyone was like, oh yeah, we'll help you later, and then never did. I mean, they eventually did. But I feel like Varian had the right to become a villain. Temporarily. I love my sweet little baby boy alchemist. But, I remember my character for Twisted Wonderland was, like, based off Varian. And that was a whole thing. I forgot about the Horned King! Oh my goodness, the Horned King is, like, one of my favorite villains. The Black Cauldron is just one of my favorite movies in general. Just in general, one of my favorite movies. Not Disney movies, just movies. But yeah, comment down below your favorite Disney villain and your favorite Disney movie. Does not have to connect to the villain, because if you didn't notice, Cruella de Vil is another one of my favorites, but I didn't list her movie as one of my favorites. Like, I like the Cruella movie, but 101 Dalmatians is eh. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Anyway, I'm gonna get back to cracking on this. I might finish out watching my YouTube, and then, yeah, go watch Emperor's New Groove or something. Oh no, I can't, cause it won't. Disney is doing this thing where it won't let you, like, out of, like, you know how you get, like, that little box in the corner so you can still watch your show while you're in a different app? It won't let me do that. So if I wanted to pull up my grid, I would have to go completely out of the app and then completely back into the app, and yeah. Okay, that throws a wrench into that plan. Well, anyway, I will continue the work.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm getting burnt out.
I know. But CJ, you said you would go on to Thursday. You were going to cut into your editing time.
I had to stay up very late last night for the emergency I explained at the beginning here of today. Beginning of today's clips. Yeah. And I'm into the third segment of this blanket. My back is killing me, and all I can think about right now is market prepping for May. Because I have the market in May, and all of my market stuff has been sitting out in my grandfather's Jeep for months. So I have no clue if any of that is water damaged or not. And if it is, I need to replace it. So, what I'm going to do is I have a bunch of crocheted bandanas, hats, I have a bag, I have a water bottle holder in the making, and I can make plushies like that. This is a personal project that can wait. This can wait. I love how emotional I'm getting about this, but I am tired and I am done. So, next video, most likely a market prep video. And I am ending the video off here. Not tomorrow, on Thursday. Because Thursday, I think... Oh. Thursday, if I convinced my grandmother to drive me, because I can't drive, we are going to Michael's, possibly the dollar store as well.
so I can get some market supplies. Because I sell these like little kid bracelets. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw all of those into a container so people can pick through, because people like to dig through. And I'm going to get individual boxes for my charm bracelets so they don't... Why am I like vacuum sealing my scraps right now? So they don't get tangled together, because a lot of them get tangled together. And I'm going to get more of these for my glasses, chain, and necklaces. So let me get one of these boxes out to show you what I mean. So these are necklace box holders, but I use these for my glasses chain. They have a little piece of padding in here. I just got these at Michael's for, honestly, a 6-piece for, if I remember correctly, they were like $5. That's pretty much, you're only paying for like, that's $1 a piece. And you get one for free, essentially. So I'm going to put my glasses chains in here. I'm gonna have to get a ton because I'm putting both glasses chains and necklaces in here. So I am really going to need the discount that my grandmother gets, because she gets a senior discount. We always use her phone number and coupons, even though I am a member as well. Because it's just easier that way. She has a discount on her thing. So if we do go to Michael's tomorrow, I'm getting black yarn because yeah, I'm getting black yarn. I'm getting white yarn for chickens. I might get more cat yarn, honestly. I don't know why. I need to stock up on cats, so I might get cat yarn. I'm definitely gonna get a lot of those boxes, and I'm gonna at least retrieve my jewelry box from the Jeep tomorrow, so I can immediately put all the things in their boxes. And yeah, oh boy, going into that Jeep is going to be terrifying. Because again, what if some things have gotten water damaged from snow and rain? It's been heavy rainfall lately, and I don't know how tight of a seal my grandfather's Jeep tarp has. Let's hope it's a good seal on there, because he sometimes uses that for work. But construction work is very different from fabrics and jewelry work. So I am leaving it off here. We got a lot of progress done in just a few days. Like, this is how much I got done just today. You can see I started doing the the zigzags again. But look at all that progress. It's so much progress. So I think tomorrow will be my editing day. It will definitely... Oh my god, I need to cake this up. This is sad. I'll ball it up. I won't cake it. I just made a knot by accident. I don't really care about knots, honestly. So tomorrow will be my editing day. So I edit the video and I make the thumbnail all on Thursdays. And it will also be a shopping day. Good thing is when I get a proper job, this is all tax write-off. Because it is for my business. And I know that Did I just grab the wrong end to start winding? I think I did. Or maybe it's just that. I think it's just that dead. The reason I'm starting so soon, like a month in advance, is is because my schedule is messed up. So next week, well, technically speaking, yeah, next week will be the market prep video, and then that's also Easter week. Let me take you through a little rundown of what April holds for me. So tomorrow's the 10th. That's my editing date. Next week, market prep video. Week after that, you guys are going to be getting a... Hold me accountable to this, guys. Hold me accountable to this. You guys are going to be getting a Pinterest part 2 of Pinterest Picks My Projects, because I can easily do that video in like a day or two. Because that week, I am leaving to my mom's, and I leave Friday, which is my posting day. So that gives me a little bit less stress doing a video I know I can easily like whip out. While I'm at my mom's, it's either going to be another market prep video or it's going to be another scrap yarn video. You guys didn't seem to like the scrap yarn video. So it might be another market prep video because y'all seem to like those. And then week after that is the craft show on the 10th. I have in here that is a week that I'm meant to be taking off from YouTube. But guys, I don't think I'm going to be taking that week off. I think you'll be getting another market prep video. Am I spoiling you guys? Am I? Is Papa Jester spoiling you? Maybe. Maybe just a little bit. I don't know. I feel like you very few who watch me deserve it. So I need to make a list of what to market prep. If you guys have any ideas, comment them, and I will do my best. I definitely know it's a yes to the chickens. People want chickens. The people of Pennsylvania want the chickens. And I think that's because it's a lot of farmland in where I live. So it's a lot of farmland. So a lot of people have chickens and animals. So I'm going to be making more chickens. People didn't want my blue chickens. That makes me sad. Like, why? Why do you not like my blue chickens? I think I'm gonna make more floral chickens because I only had one, so I only sold one at that one market, and the person who bought it seemed to really like it. So I think I'm going to make more floral chickens in multiple kinds of florals. I think I'm definitely gonna grab another pink floral so I can make more pink floral chickens, but I kind of want to get that blue chenille yarn that has the pink floral print at Michael's. If you know what I'm talking about, you know. If you know, you know. My yarn's not cooperating. Why do you not cooperate with me? So, expect a market prep video in the future. Be like the people with the crystal ball. It's a ball of yarn. It's like, I see a market prep in your future. I sound like my grandma when I do these videos. Oh my freaking goodness. So, Riddle Roseheart blanket is being put on hold. Market prep is being put into full freaking swing. Because I am panicking. I don't know if you saw me shake just then. I can like make myself shake automatically, and it's kind of funny. I shook the bed when I did that, so I think my cousin just got mad at me. She hit the wall. Either that or she just hit the wall. So I'm going to tap in a little bit into my Riddle Roseheart blanket. Riddle Roseheart. Roseheart? Okay. I'm gonna tap in a little bit to the yarn stash, mostly just like the skin tones, and oh, you can see what I meant by the dye lots being different. See, this is more gray, and this is more, like, this is more pinkish, this is more gray toned. See what I mean? But I need very little of this for the blanket, so I can dip into that if I need to. And I will. Because I'm going to be making mushy boys. And for you guys, my mushy boy pattern is very different from the normal mushy boy pattern I've seen people calling mushy boys, where it's like the cute, stout little, like, they look just you just want to mine actually look like dolls. So speaking of which, I have this book, which I know it's nowhere near Halloween, but I kind of want to make the robot, Slenderman, and Alien just because. So, and I think if I make the robot, some little boy would love that, because I try to have a good, like, gender and age range for all of my stuff. So I think having like a little robot, or there's a kaiju pattern in there, but it's not very I don't like it. I also have a dragon pattern saved on my phone that my mother gave me that I kind of want to use for myself, mostly because I have a festival coming up. I'm not vending at the festival. When I go down to my mom's, we placed this week very specifically so I can go to the traditional, it's traditional because we go like every year, or at least we try to go every year, fairy festival down in Maryland. It used to be up here in Pennsylvania, but the people who ran it got a little too old for it, and they couldn't like maintain the property anymore that they were running the festival on, so they handed it off to different people, and it is now down by the Maryland coastline, and there's like a little beach and everything, and you have to get in a big line and take a bus down to the fairy festival. And if you guys went to the fairy festival last year and you saw a person cosplay as Aridin, that was me! That was me! I went as a Homestuck character last year, and a lot of people liked my Homestuck cosplay. I was so happy, because I broke my horns. Because I tripped over somebody's sign and I freaking ate dirt. But they liked my Aridin cosplay, and I was really happy about it. So that's a cosplay I have now. I'm going as Octagawa from Bungo Stray Dogs, but as David Bowie from the Labyrinth, so as Jared the Goblin King, because it's a kind of an inside joke with me and my mom. She calls Octagawa, she calls my son Baby David Bowie, and I love it so much. I love my mom. I do make her watch Bungo Stray Dogs. Okay, I don't make her watch Bungo Stray Dogs. She willingly watches Bungo Stray Dogs with me. She willingly watches Bungo Stray Dogs with me, and she has a hard time pronouncing most of the characters' names because they're Japanese characters. So she refers to Octagawa as Octopus and Baby David Bowie. But I'm gonna go, like, you guys have probably heard me on here before be like, I'm a goth kid, and I am a goth kid. You just never really see it because I'm normally dressed like this, just like a hobo on my channel a lot, because these are my comfy clothes. So most of the time, you guys don't see me in my goth kid getup. I've showed you pictures of me in my goth kid getup. My boyfriend has said that I remind him of Octagawa and Edgar Allan Poe from Among the Stray Dogs and Death of the Kid. So, like, that's like, oh my goodness. Thank you. He is the Atsushi to my Octagawa, and I love him so much. He's put up with my shit for 3 years now. That's just... I'm rambling. This clip is 17 minutes long. So yeah, all this to say, I'm not working on the blanket anymore this week. I'm starting market prep. So I am going to be making sharks, because Candy Blue is currently on the floor. But y'all seem to like sharks. And when I mean by y'all, I do not mean my viewers, I just mean people in general. I mean, one of my viewers so kindly bought a tiger shark plushie off of me, and I'm glad to say Tiggy has made it home. He is in his forever home with the jellyfish, which has been named Jester, and I feel very honored. But people like sharks. People like chickens. I think I only sold one mushy boy at that show. I don't know. People like what they like though. So I'm definitely going to make a lot of stock. I have a lot of stock already that hopefully is not water damaged. And if it is, all of that money down the drain. The only thing I think might be water damaged is the cardboard boxes that a lot of my stuff sits in. So my jewelry box might be water damaged because it is cardboard, but it's like fancy cardboard. By that I mean it's like I got it at one of those, like, I think I got it at Home Goods or something like that. One of those stores that kind of has like really weird decor. Like a Marshall's or a Gabriel Brothers. I guess they're just called Gabe's now. But it's centered around decor. So I don't know. I need to go to bed. Actually, I need to go to the bathroom. And then I need to go to bed. I need to clean up my bed first. Because I have a book, a mug, which I got this matcha concentrate, which you just pour out the concentrate and then pour in some milk. Heat it up if you want to. And you have matcha tea. You have a matcha latte right there. And it is phenomenal. I love it. It tastes like I went to like Starbucks and ordered a matcha. I don't know where to put this. I'll just put it over there for now. And it just fell. So I need to clean up my bed. I need to unwind. I think I'm just gonna draw for the rest of the night. I have some scenarios in my head that I need to get out. So I will see you guys probably tomorrow. With how back to back I record these, I'm like constantly recording. So I will see you guys when I see you guys. Have a phenomenal night, day, afternoon, good morning. Ay, ay, ay. Adios, amigos. Be good people. Bye.